Hey guys, Sunday series. Let's talk a little bit today about meal prep 101. So first and foremost, what is meal prep? Meal prep is the act of us prepping meals in advance for our week. Now, why would we meal prep? Well, a couple reasons. It's important for us to know and understand what's going on in our food. So if we're a little bit more health conscious, knowing and understanding what ingredients goes into our food will go a long way in terms of helping us know and understand what chemicals we're putting in our body, but also what nutrients we're getting out of our food. Now, this is also really, really important for people that may not have time to sit down and actually have a meal, or maybe make every single thing that they're doing. So for us, this is really great for the busy people, the working crowd, the busy moms, the busy dads in lives that want to better their nutrition, that want to get a little bit more out of their food, but just simply don't have the time to sit down and cook a meal every single day of the week. Now, that said, how do we do this? Well, it's pretty easy, but it's really complex in how we actually execute. So here's my advice. First and foremost, pick foods that you normally would enjoy. Script ideas and script themes. So for breakfast, there's probably 3 or 4 different foods that you really, really enjoy and you really have often. So pick and write down 3 to 4 different foods. And from there, we either keep recipes super simple and we just mass produce a lot of different things, or we take 1 or 2 ingredients and add different things in to help us kind of come up with new ideas for meals. If you're an eggs and bacon type person and every single day that's all you have, that can get boring really, really quickly. But if you start adding in things like potatoes for hash, if you start adding in maybe like a complement, if you start adding in things to make an omelet, these different things can really help us essentially kind of give longevity to the different meal ideas that we have. So pick about 3 to 5 different foods that you have at things for breakfast, at things for lunch, at things for snacks, things for dinner, and just kind of keep them aside, and you can kind of come up with your own template for a meal plan or template for meal ideas. Now, pick ideas and themes. Again, guys, ideas and themes can relate to the time of day that we're eating, can also relate to like where we're gonna be. If we only have time for a snack, then something portable is an idea for us. If we don't have time to sit down and have a meal, a ready to drink or a shake is an idea, is a theme, because we're busy and we're on the move. Likewise, there's different seasons where we're gonna have different foods in stock. And that sometimes is gonna help us get some different ideas and some different themes that we can help build. So as the monotony of the same foods grow a little bit more boring over and over time, this is where different ideas and different themes can help us spice things up a little bit. Now, as things start to get a little boring, this is where spices and sometimes sauces are gonna be a really, really great benefit to us to help kick up the flavor profile, but also to give us some different natural chemicals and natural plant vitamins and minerals that are gonna help us maybe enhance that meal itself. Now, likewise, if we're gonna hold into sauces, we are really gonna want to look at maybe portion sizes, which we'll talk about in just 1 second. But sometimes different flavor profiles and different sauces can help kick up a meal and change it into something entirely different. Chicken, rice, and broccoli really might be a staple for a lot of us. It might be really, really boring in execution, but if you add some Latin or some Mexican themes around it, all of a sudden we can kick that flavor profile up. If we add some different Asian sauces to it, we can all of a sudden make it into a stir fry. There's lots of different things that we can do with just some very simple foods and just adding maybe some spices and maybe some sauces. Now let's go over the importance of portion sizes. So just like we said, sauces, we need to adhere to portion sizes, and that's because sometimes sauces can be really, really high in terms of calories or in sugar, and it's something that we don't want to necessarily overcome all the natural nutrition that we already have. But with portion sizes, whenever we meal prep for portion sizes, it's important that we know and understand that essentially we are consuming calories, and we have the importance of trying to manage those calories every single time that we're making our own food. So adhering to portion sizes, proper portion sizes that we can use with measuring cups, or if we can use with our hands, or if we can use like with a digital scale. This is something that's gonna help us know and understand what sort of calories are going in and out of our body to the most that we can kind of guesstimate to it. This is also gonna help us know and understand our macronutrient profile. Now, this is important for us if we are looking to lose weight. This is where we're gonna look at our calories a little bit. And this is also important if we're looking to gain muscle or look at maybe losing fat, because again, we can manage how much macronutrients are coming into our system. for us, essentially, if we're looking at meal prepping an entire portion of our day and we need to know and understand that calories are going to be the major thing for us, it's important to know and understand what our total calorie goal is and start to work backwards from it. See how many meals it's going to take us to get up to that calorie goal. Or if we have a macronutrient goal, we have said 100 grams of protein might be appropriate for a lot of us. If I know that I have 100 grams of protein that I get to through the end of the day, then I know that when I meal prep, I have to really adhere to different portion sizes to help me get to a higher split of protein at every single meal. So this is where the importance of portion sizes, either in terms of calories or in terms of macronutrients, can be really, really beneficial. Now, if we track our food via the Lose It app, MyFitnessPal, all the stuff that we are doing in terms of importance of portion sizes is going to show up on tangible data for us. So guys, if we are getting into really great habits in terms of knowing and understanding what calories look like, then we're gonna know and understand a little bit more about how this meal prep is either helping us or hindering us based on the results that we're seeing or not seeing. So portion sizes become really, really important whenever we do meal prep. That way we know, again, how many calories we're getting, but more importantly, the macronutrients and their role in how our body shapes. Now, when to do it? Whenever you have time. Guys, Sunday for a lot of us can be a lazy day. And in particular, like we maybe can take maybe 1 to 3 hours out of our day and maybe just script some ideas and maybe start to just add in some different foods together and maybe just cook it, pack it, cook it, pack it, cook it, freeze it. In a span of about 1 to 3 hours. That way we have some foods available for us should we not have time to sit down and have a meal. If we're on the go and we don't want to go to Arby's or Chick-fil-A and grab something, we maybe have something already better for us at play. So this is where if you have 1 to 3 hours, maybe even 1 to 2 hours to cook something small for yourself through the week, cook it, freeze it, cook it, freeze it, cook it, refrigerate it. Guys, this is where we're gonna find it. Sometimes Sundays are gonna be the best day to do it. Sometimes maybe Saturday afternoons are gonna be the best day to it. Sometimes if you have like a lull in your week, like a Wednesday is gonna be a little bit more downtime, a Thursday is gonna be a downtime. Maybe we get it at that point and we just cook it all together really quick. And then tips and tricks. Guys, it's important that you find time to do it. Whenever we're looking at our schedule, we have opportunities to either work out, we have opportunities to meal prep, we have opportunities to do something that's gonna make us feel physically better. And this is all stuff that's gonna make us feel physically better. So first and foremost, find that opportunity. That's a tip, find that opportunity to do it. And then, everything together, guys, as you can. A trick is, guys, using your oven, or you can use an air fryer, or you guys can use compression cooker. All these things will help, slow cooker as well. All these things can help you guys actually get meals together and just kind of put them off to the side and not have to think about it. If you're looking at cooking something like chicken, potatoes, maybe you're looking at roasting some vegetables. Guys, you can put all that stuff together. It might take about 15 to 20 minutes of actually meal prep, but you guys can put all that stuff in the oven at 450 for about 25, 30, or possibly even a little bit longer, 40 minutes, and kind of see how all that stuff works out for you. And then you can combine all that stuff together, and you have 3 different ingredients which you can cook some else in. Compression cookers are really great in terms of just making meals, just putting everything in there and then let the cooking do it itself. And if you guys cook, here's a trick, or tip I should say. If you guys cook extra portion sizes, you're going to have the ability to make longer meals. Now, after about 3 days, chances are it's probably not gonna be as good as it once was. You might want to consider maybe doing a smell test, or maybe just simply chucking it, because sometimes food is only gonna keep for about 1 to 2 days, or possibly 1 to 3 days. Anything longer, you might be pushing it, so that's why we could possibly freeze it. So as you guys can adhere to maybe some heavier portion sizes, that way you guys can make some different meals and you guys can either store them in the fridge or in the freezer as you want to. And then finally, guys, really use sauces, use spices, and really try to kick up some different flavor profiles. Burn has a really great just network of recipes and ideas out there that you guys can maybe use some different profiles for and make some different smoothies and all that other stuff too. So guys, be on the lookout for different things going on in our community. More importantly, make sure that you guys maybe look at a cookbook, maybe ask some of your friends what their favorite meal prep recipes are, because everyone has different ideas. Not saying that everyone's different ideas are gonna work for you, but potentially if you guys can take 1 or 2 ideas, it is worthwhile in terms of having known. So guys, that said, meal prep is important. It really can help you guys with weight loss. It can help you guys with fat loss. It can also help you guys gain muscle, okay? It also make you guys feel healthier and more importantly have more energy and just lose inches. All these things can be beneficial and because we actually had a little time to actually meal prep, okay? So find your time to meal prep, guys. If you need recipes, reach out. If not, guys, this is Meal Prep 101. Thank you guys so very much for the Sunday series. We'll see you guys next week. Keep moving, keep improving, keep burning. Have a great one.